Hi all, Albert Becker here, and this is my reflective diary part A. And the person I chose to influence on this occasion was my PM shift supervisor, and the reason being was that a set of guidelines was passed down by the company directors to improve on the end of shift supervisor's report. It was lacking structure, detail, and it was very irrelevant. So I held just an informal meeting in my office with both the supervisors, and proceeded to outline to them what the new requirements were. We spoke in length. It was a fairly informal meeting, so we spoke in length about all the new structure to it and all the new bits and pieces that needed to go into it. I didn't get much feedback from the guys. I left a lot of time around for questioning and feedback, but the guys seemed to understand and grasp the new concept, so we basically left it at that. I walked in the next day and only to find that the PM shift supervisor didn't even attempt the new report, didn't even give it a go. So I naturally got my back up a little bit and wanted to catch up with him as soon as he walked in. And catching up with him later on that afternoon, I asked him to join me for a meeting in my office, and once again I proceeded to ask him why he didn't even attempt it. And his answer was, well, he didn't have time, which made me very infuriated. And of course I got my back up at that stage and proceeded to basically outline to him that how important it was that this new report was to be filled in. I didn't leave too much room for him to enter the conversation. It was all about the new report had to be done, and basically I didn't want to hear anything else out of it. And I outlined, the importance of that the directors needed this new report set out, and once again didn't let him into the conversation. So yes, as we went along, and my line of questioning towards him was all why he didn't even give it a go and why he didn't see the need and see the importance out of it. And of course at that stage he was getting irate himself and not being let into the conversation. So his back was up as well, and his whole attitude and mentality was, well, why do we even need to upgrade the new report? Why do I need to have the new input into it? Why do I need to be completing it? It was all very defensive, and the conversation was just it was all heated. So I left. Basically the next part of it was that if he didn't start filling in the new report and adhering to the new concept, that basically his job was on the line. So that's where the conversation ended at that stage, and probably not achieving too much out of it. Looking back at it, I think the biggest thing I missed was addressing his own issues and probably setting out a little bit of one-on-one time with him. Probably I missed identifying that he had grammatical issues, and that's why he wasn't filling in the report. I didn't really take into consideration that maybe I needed a little bit of empathy to his situation, and that I needed to capture his issues. So that was the thing I missed, I think, out of all that. Looking back, I think next time I'd have to sit back, and before flying off the rocker and making the conversation all about me and my needs, I think I need to stop and really think about what the individuals that I'm speaking to and about what their requirements are, and really allowing them into the conversation much more, and allowing much more time around the conversation for everybody's input. I need to get much more feedback from others in around my group as to what's going on as well before I set off. But I really need to stop myself getting agitated at times if I don't get my way. That's the message there. Getting agitated from the onset if I don't get my way. So that was my initial influence occasion. Okay, well, thanks for listening.